Hi there fans, it's Platt, and today I'm going to show you how to make spiced rum. So let's go. Besides being a habit homebrewer, I'm also a professional bartender. I have paperwork that says I know what I'm doing. And in my job, I pour more than just beer. I pour a wide range of cocktails, wines, and other alcoholic beverages. So I figured it's time to kind of switch things up. And so today we're going to make spiced rum. If you've never had spiced rum or never heard of it, think Captain Morgan's or Sailor Jerry's. They go great in tiki cocktails or just with cola by themselves. Well, let's see what we need for this project. Here are the items we're going to need to make our spiced rum. First and foremost, you need aged rum. Now, don't use silver rum because it hasn't been in any wood or oak, and you don't pick up those woody notes that you do from aged rum. Also, make sure it's aged rum and not gold rum. Gold rum doesn't mean it's been aged, it just means most likely that caramel coloring has been added. Next, we have vanilla. I'm using vanilla extract, but if you like, use vanilla bean. We also have cinnamon. I'm using cinnamon powder instead of cinnamon sticks, but feel free to use cinnamon sticks. Then we have whole cloves, ground nutmeg, whole black pepper, and last but not least, star anise. Well, now that we've got everything together, let's make some spiced rum. Well, I've got everything together, and I've poured our aged rum into our mason jar that we're going to use to let the ingredients set overnight. First thing you want to add is a little bit of orange rind. I just used a potato peeler, and you want a piece a couple inches long and about an inch wide. We'll drop that in. Then we're going to take a teaspoon of vanilla. Now, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract is equal about to 1 vanilla bean. Pour that in there. Alrighty. Then we're going to need half a teaspoon of our cinnamon. That equals 1 cinnamon stick. Put that in there. Next, we're going to take 4 whole cloves. And these are nice and fresh because I just went to the store and bought them. And I want to encourage you, anytime making any of these ingredients, to always purchase the freshest and the best. You'll really notice it in your drinks. Alright, so we got 4 whole cloves. Then we're going to take 6 black peppercorn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, a little trick if you're feeling a little adventurous, take some of these and put them in a pan and heat them, and it really opens up the peppercorn. But for this little experiment, the whole peppercorns will be just fine. Then, after the peppercorns, we'll take 1 star anise, and drop in there. And then last but not least, a pinch of nutmeg. Now, I'm going to put the recipe down below the video, so don't worry if you didn't write all this down. Alright, and a pinch goes in. Now, like I said, we're going to let this sit overnight. You can leave it up to 48 hours, but I wouldn't advise leaving it too long. The star anise and the other spices really have a kick to them, especially if you use a cinnamon stick. So you don't want to leave it too long. So we're going to leave it in 24 hours, come back, and then we're ready to bottle. Well, it's been about 24 hours, and whoo, just by smelling, you could definitely pick up the cinnamon and the vanilla, and I bet this is going to taste good. Well, before we get ready to drink, we're going to pour it back into our bottle, and we're going to strain. There's the pieces of clove, the star anise, the orange peel, so you're going to want to strain it out. Get you one of these little handy strainers, or you can use cheesecloth if you like. Now she's ready to drink. Well, before we try this, I want to let you know that if you like this recipe but want to tinker around with it, feel free. Maybe try a little bit of ginger there or some allspice. Feel free to tweak this however you like. Experimenting is what it's all about. Now, I do suggest if you want to try a new recipe, they kind of stick with orange peels, the vanilla, and the nutmeg. It's kind of, think of it kind of like gin, where you always start with juniper and kind of work your way out. Well, it's my favorite part of the show. Oh boy, I might only have 4 or 5 more of those. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe down below. And if there's any other things you want me to make, an idea you have for a segment or whatever, feel free to either put a suggestion down below in the comments, or you can contact me through Twitter. Well, until next time, bye-bye.